Let me ask you something important. When you look in the mirror, do you see more scalp than hair lately? Are you finding hair on your pillow, in the shower, on your clothes? And here's the shocking part. What if I told you most people over 60 are losing hair because of what they're not eating at breakfast? Not genetics, not age, not expensive treatments, just one missing food that could change everything. And if you skip this message today, you might miss the simplest solution of your life. Let's talk about the real problem behind hair loss after 60. And it's not what most people think. It's not just aging, it's not bad luck, and it's definitely not something you have to accept as normal. The truth is, your hair is a living part of your body, and like every living thing, it needs proper fuel to survive and grow. As we get older, the body becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients. Even if you're eating regularly, your digestive system isn't pulling out the vitamins and minerals the way it used to. That means your hair follicles, which are already sensitive, start to starve quietly. And when hair doesn't get what it needs, it doesn't scream for help. It slowly fades away. Thinning starts, shedding increases, growth slows down. You don't notice it overnight, but one day you look in the mirror and realize something has changed. Most people over 60 unknowingly eat breakfast that damage hair health. White bread, sugary cereal, biscuits, tea, coffee, jam, processed foods. These things fill your stomach but starve your cells. They spike blood sugar, increase inflammation, and rob your body of essential nutrients. And here's what nobody tells you. Hair is not a priority organ for survival. When your body lacks nutrients, it sends them first to your heart, lungs, brain, and muscles. Hair comes last. So if you're low in protein, iron, zinc, biotin, or vitamin D, your body will protect vital organs and sacrifice hair. That's why hair loss is often a silent warning sign. It's your body saying, I'm running low, I need support. Protein is one of the biggest missing pieces. Hair is made mostly of protein, yet many seniors eat very little of it in the morning. Without protein, the body cannot build new hair strands. The follicles become weak. Growth cycles shorten. Hair falls out faster than it grows back. Then there's iron, which carries oxygen to the hair roots. Low iron means your follicles are literally suffocating. They don't have the oxygen needed to stay alive and active. Zinc is another crucial mineral. It repairs tissue and keeps oil glands around follicles working properly. Without zinc, hair becomes dry, brittle, and more likely to shed. And let's not forget biotin, the vitamin that supports keratin production, the main building block of hair. When biotin is low, hair becomes thin and fragile. Now add stress to this equation. As Dr. Gabor Maté teaches, stress is not just in the mind, it lives in the body. Chronic stress releases cortisol, a hormone that shuts down non-essential functions like hair growth. Your body goes into survival mode. It thinks you're in danger, so it says, we don't need hair right now. We need energy to survive. Over time, stress literally pushes hair follicles into a resting phase. Hair stops growing, more strands fall out, and as stress continues, regrowth becomes weaker and slower. This is why emotional health is just as important as nutrition. Your scalp feels what your heart feels. Another hidden problem is dehydration. Many older adults don't drink enough water. Dehydration makes blood thicker, reducing circulation to the scalp. Poor circulation means fewer nutrients reach the hair roots. Dry scalp, itching, flaking, and hair breakage start appearing. Your hair becomes lifeless, dull, and weak. And yet people keep blaming shampoo, weather, or genetics without realizing the real issue is happening inside. Medications can also play a role. Many people over 60 take blood pressure pills, cholesterol medication, or other prescriptions. Some of these interfere with nutrient absorption or disrupt hair growth cycles. But again, it doesn't mean you're doomed. It just means your body needs extra support. You have to nourish it more intentionally. The biggest mistake people make is waiting for hair to fall before they act. By then, follicles are already weakened. The goal is prevention, not panic. Your breakfast sets the tone for your entire day. It tells your body whether you're feeding it or just filling it. When you choose nutrient-rich foods in the morning, you send a powerful message to your cells. I care about you. I'm giving you what you need. That's when healing begins. And remember, hair loss is not just physical. It affects confidence, self-image, and how you show up in the world. You start avoiding mirrors, photos, social events. You feel older than you are. But aging is not about losing parts of yourself. It's about learning how to care for yourself better. Your body is not broken. It's responding to how you treat it. Every strand that falls is information. It's feedback. And feedback is a gift because it gives you the chance to change. So instead of blaming your age, start asking better questions. Am I feeding my body enough protein? Am I getting real nutrients or just empty calories? Am I drinking water? Am I managing stress or letting it control me? These small questions lead to big transformations because hair loss is rarely sudden. It's a slow process built over years of neglect, stress, and poor nourishment. And the beautiful part is, what took years to weaken can be strengthened with daily choices. Your body is always working for you, never against you. When hair starts thinning, it's not punishment, it's communication. It's saying, listen to me. And when you listen, when you nourish, when you slow down and care, your body responds, cells regenerate, blood flow improves, follicles wake up, growth restarts. It may take time, but consistency creates miracles. You don't need expensive treatments. You need awareness, nourishment, and compassion for yourself. Because true healing doesn't start in the mirror, it starts in the min. D and flows into the body through your daily habits and choices, shaping not only your hair, but your entire well-being and sense of vitality as you move forward through life. When hair starts thinning, it doesn't just change how you look, it quietly changes how you live. At first, you might brush it off. You tell yourself it's normal, it's age, everyone goes through it. But deep inside, something feels different. You notice more hair in the sink, more strands on your pillow, more scalp showing in photos. And slowly, without realizing it, your behavior starts to change. You stand longer in front of the mirror, trying to style your hair to cover thin spots. You avoid bright lighting. You choose hats more often. You become selective about photos, angles, and gatherings. This isn't vanity, this is identity. Hair is tied to how we see ourselves. It's part of our expression, our confidence, our sense of youth and vitality. Over time, thinning hair can make you feel older than you truly are. You might still feel strong, energetic, full of life inside, but the reflection in the mirror sends a different message. That disconnect can affect your mood. You start comparing yourself to others. You remember how your hair used to look. You feel a quiet sadness even if you don't talk about it. And emotions don't just stay in the heart. They move through the body. Dr. Gabor Maté teaches us that unexpressed emotions often show up as physical symptoms. Stress, shame, frustration, and grief do and disappear when ignored. They settle into the nervous system, changing hormones, blood flow, and immune responses. Hair loss becomes part of that story. Stress plays a massive role here. When you worry about your hair, you create a stress loop. You lose hair, you stress. Stress releases cortisol. Cortisol pushes follicles into a resting phase. More hair falls. You stress even more. It becomes a cycle. And stress doesn't only come from hair concerns. At this stage of life, people face retirement changes, health worries, family responsibilities, financial pressure, loneliness. All of it adds up. The body feels under threat, even if there is no physical danger. And when the body feels threatened, it shifts into survival mode. Non-essential functions like hair growth shut down. Your body prioritizes survival, not beauty. Hair becomes expendable. This impacts energy too. People with nutrient deficiencies often feel tired, weak, foggy. Low iron causes fatigue. Low protein leads to muscle weakness. Poor digestion reduces nutrient absorption. You wake up tired, rely on caffeine, skip proper meals, and the cycle deepens. When energy drops, motivation drops. You exercise less. Circulation slows. Blood flow to the scalp decreases. Hair follicles receive even fewer nutrients. Everything is connected. It's never just about hair. It's about the whole system being out of balance. Social life can change as well. Some people avoid gatherings, weddings, events, and photos. They feel self-conscious. They don't want people noticing their thinning hair. They start shrinking their world. And isolation increases stress. Humans need connection. Without it, emotional health suffers. Loneliness has been proven to increase inflammation and weaken immunity. Again, the body reacts. Inflammation damages follicles. Healing slows. The effects ripple outward. There's also the fear factor. Many people panic when hair falls. They search the internet, buy expensive products, try harsh treatments, chemical shampoos, aggressive oils, pills with side effects. They chase quick fixes. But panic never heals the body. Panic tightens muscles, restricts blood flow, and increases stress hormones. The body cannot heal in a fearful state. Dr. Maté reminds us that compassion is medicine. When you respond to your body with anger and fear, healing slows. When you respond with curiosity and care, healing begins. Long-term, untreated nutrient deficiencies don't just affect hair. They weaken bones, muscles, immunity, memory, heart health. Hair loss is often the first visible sign. It's the warning light on the dashboard. Ignoring it doesn't turn it off. It only allows deeper issues to grow. Many people focus only on the surface, but the real issue is internal. Poor diet, chronic stress, dehydration, poor sleep, emotional suppression. These patterns build over decades. Hair loss is simply the message arriving late. What hurts the most is feeling powerless. People believe there's nothing that can do. They think it's genetics, fate, age. That belief alone becomes a prison. When you believe you have no control, you stop trying. You accept decline instead of choosing growth. But the truth is, the body is always regenerating. Even at 60, 70, 80, cells are being replaced every day. Blood vessels can improve. Hormones can balance. Follicles can wake up. But the body needs the right environment to do that. It needs safety, nourishment, rest, and consistency. Emotionally, when you start taking care of yourself, something powerful happens. You feel in control again. You feel hope. You feel connected to your body instead of fighting it. You stop seeing hair loss as an enemy and start seeing it as feedback. You begin to ask, what is my body asking for? Instead of, why is this happening to me? That shift alone reduces stress. Reduced stress improves circulation. Better circulation feeds follicles. Everything starts moving in the right direction. Long-term health is built on daily choices. What you eat, how you think, how you speak to yourself, how you rest, how you handle emotions. Hair is part of that system. When you nourish your body properly, hair often improves as a side effect. When you manage stress, hair benefits. When you sleep well, growth hormones activate. When you hydrate, the scalp becomes healthier. Small habits create big outcomes. The impact of hair loss teaches us something deeper. It teaches us to listen, to slow down, to respect the body's signals, to stop pushing ourselves and start supporting ourselves. Aging doesn't mean decline, it means adaptation. It means learning new ways to care for yourself. When you do that, not only can hair improve, but your energy, mood, strength, and confidence rise too. You start feeling like yourself again. Not younger, just more alive. And that is the true goal, not just more hair, but more life flowing through you every single day. The solution to hair loss after 60 is not complicated, expensive, or hidden in some miracle bottle. It starts with something simple, something you can control every single morning, what you put on your plate. Breakfast is the most powerful opportunity you have to send healing signals to your body. After hours of fasting during sleep, your cells are hungry, your hormones are reset, your system is ready to receive. And this is where most people miss the chance. They reach for sugar, bread, tea, coffee, and processed foods. These things wake you up, but they don't nourish you. They stimulate, but they don't rebuild. Hair follicles don't need stimulation. They need building blocks. They need real nutrition. This is why eggs are so powerful. Eggs are one of the most complete foods on the planet. They contain nearly every nutrient your hair needs to grow strong and thick. Biotin supports keratin production, which is the protein that forms your hair strands. Without biotin, hair becomes weak, thin, and prone to breakage. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of biotin. Then there's protein. Hair is mostly protein, so if you're not eating enough, your body simply cannot build new strands. Eggs provide high-quality protein that is easy to digest, especially for older adults whose digestion has slowed down. Vitamin D is another key nutrient found in eggs. This vitamin helps activate dormant hair follicles. Many people over 60 are deficient in vitamin D because they spend less time in the sun. Without enough vitamin D, follicles stay asleep, growth slows. Eggs help bring those follicles back to life. Iron is also present in eggs. Iron carries oxygen to your hair roots. Without oxygen, follicles weaken and shed. Zinc supports tissue repair and keeps oil glands around follicles working properly. This prevents dryness, flaking, and irritation of the scalp. When you eat eggs in the morning, you're not just feeding your hair, you're stabilizing blood sugar. Stable blood sugar reduces inflammation and stress hormones. High sugar breakfasts spike insulin, increase cortisol, and create inflammation in the body. Inflammation damages follicles. Eggs prevent that cycle. They keep you full longer, reduce cravings, and give your body steady energy. When your body feels safe and nourished, it allows hair to grow. How you eat your eggs matters too. Boiled, scrambled, or as an omelet are all good options. Avoid deep frying or using vegetable oils. Use olive oil or butter. Add vegetables like spinach, onions, tomatoes, or mushrooms. These add antioxidants that protect follicles from damage. Eat within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. This timing supports hormone balance and nutrient absorption. Consistency is more important than perfection. Eating eggs once won't change your hair, but eating them daily sends a powerful message to your body. I am nourishing you. I am supporting you. Over time, follicles respond. Growth cycles improve. Shedding reduces. Hair texture improves. This is not magic. It's biology responding to care. Now let's talk about hydration. Water is just as important as food. Your blood carries nutrients to your scalp. If you're dehydrated, blood thickens, circulation slows, and follicles receive less nourishment. Drink 1 glass of water before breakfast. This wakes your digestive system and improves nutrient absorption. A hydrated scalp is a healthy scalp. Scalp massage is another simple tool. Use your fingertips, not your nails. Massage gently for 2 minutes every day. This increases blood flow, bringing more oxygen and nutrients to the follicles. It also reduces stress. Touch is calming to the nervous system. When you calm the nervous system, cortisol levels drop. Lower cortisol means better hair growth. You can massage while watching TV, before bed, or in the shower. Make it a habit, not a chore. Sleep is your body's repair time. Growth hormone is released during deep sleep. This hormone repairs tissues, including hair follicles. If you sleep less than 6 hours regularly, your body cannot repair properly. Hair growth slows. Aim for 7 to 8 hours. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Create a calm routine. Your hair grows when you rest. Stress management is crucial. As Dr. Gabor Maté teaches, stress lives in the body. It doesn't disappear when ignored. Breathe deeply, walk outside, talk about your feelings, laugh, listen to music, pray, meditate. Whatever calms you, do it daily. A calm body grows healthy hair. A stressed body sheds hair. Add healthy fats to your diet. Avocado, nuts, seeds, olive oil. These support hormone production and scalp moisture. Dry scalp leads to breakage. Healthy fats keep hair soft and flexible. Omega-3 fats reduce inflammation and improve blood flow to the scalp. Avoid harsh shampoos with sulfates and alcohol. These strip natural oils and damage follicles. Wash your hair gently. Don't rub aggressively. Pat dry. Avoid tight hairstyles that pull on roots. Your hair needs kindness, not force. Remember, your body is always responding to how you treat it. Hair loss is not betrayal, it's communication. When you change your habits, your body changes its response. You don't need to chase miracle cures. You need to build daily rituals of care. Nourish, hydrate, rest, breathe, move. Touch your scalp, eat real food, reduce sugar, increase protein. Every morning is a new chance to heal. Every egg you eat is a message to your follicles. Grow, and with time, patience, and consistency, your body listens. Cells regenerate, circulation improves, hormones balance, hair begins to thicken, shine, and strengthen. Not overnight, but steadily. True healing is slow, gentle, and lasting. It's not outforcing results. It's about creating the right environment for growth. When you do that, your body does the rest naturally and powerfully, just as it was designed to do. Tomorrow morning, don't skip this. Eat your eggs, nourish your roots, respect your body. Start today, stay consistent, and watch your hair and confidence return. You deserve to feel strong at any age.